Hello ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? It is your boy Tom Origins and I am an ex-LEGO employee. Now hold up, if you want the tea on why I left, I have a whole separate channel where we go into it. Don't you worry, I'll link it in the description down below. But today we're talking about how an ex-LEGO employee can give you guys the best advice for your purchases. So let's get on to it. I'm on the American website right now for LEGO, and they've officially released their own sets of images. Now, there's a few things about this that we'll get into, something very special I'm saving just for the end of the video. But bear with me, this is from an employee's point of view, an ex-employee's point of view. Great box art, love the box art, think the box art's fantastic. Is it as good as the original submission, if we try and find that? Original D&D Lego submission. Let's try and find an image of it. So this is the original Lego Ideas submission. It was crowdfunded, it was supported, and it won. You know, it had this idea down below with this little tomb, this little pit area, with this little monster, little pub, little tavern, dragon, obviously big scale dragon, and some minifigures. Okay. It won. It got a ton of support. Loads of people loved it. The grand prize was called the Dragon's Keep Journey's End was the name that the creator came up with. And to be fair, based on the original submission, if we keep this image up, that's the original submission. And this is Lego's attempt. Okay, it's got the turret, it's got the tavern, it's got the water at the bottom, it's got the woodland, it's got the castle. So a lot of people are already being this set's already controversial, but a lot of people are already kicking this Lego set's head in, metaphorically speaking, before it's even had the chance to get off the ground running. Is it a true representation of the original source material? I'm going to give it a point and say it's 5 stars out of 10. 5 stars out of 10. It's point and click and paste. Copy and paste, exact same layout. That one versus that one, it's the same. You know, boom, 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 boom. Same vibe. Getting the same vibe. Is it executedly is it executed as perfectly? No, obviously not. This looks a lot more sleek. Looks a lot more stylized. I like it. This looks a lot more Lego-fied. Like, we're trying to get, you know, kids to spend $359.99 on this. Wow. It comes with 6 minifigures. It's a pretty big set. It's going to be a nice display piece. It's going to get you 2,340 VIP points. And you go, that sounds like a lot of VIP points. Let's just see how many that actually translates to. Let's have a look at the value of that, shall we? Well, you can see how much a thousand's worth. A thousand's worth about $7. So you're talking 14 and a bit. 14 and a bit, maybe $15 in return. $15 cashback's a little bit steep considering we're dropping $360. It's a little bit steep. A little bit steep. It's an icon set, so it's an 18+ set. It's obviously aimed for an older demographic. Here's a little video of the model. Yeah. It does the job. It lacks a little bit. I can understand the anger. I can understand the frustration. I think this little guy's perfect. The dragon's awesome. I like the dragon. A lot of people don't like the dragon. I like the dragon. I think the dragon's cool. The owl bear's a nice touch. Don't know the name of this character. That monster or creature. The minifigures, we have to talk about them. We'll get into those in a moment. I'm a big minifigure collector. That's where a lot of my money and time and effort goes into. But we're going to just look at it comparatively now. So let's look at something like Lego Rivendell set. Something similar. It's in the same bracket. On lego.com in England, it's 430 British pounds. And you get a considerable difference for 430. So it's only a bump up from what you get price wise, but it comes with all of these minifigures plus your statued minifigures, which I quite liked, Rivendell sits behind me here. I could talk about that as someone who owns it. It's got a whopping 6,000 pieces for that extra 100 and something dollars. It's got, as you can see along that top, a plethora more minifigures, and I would say it's a lot more beautiful in its design, and it's definitely great value for money. But when you look at this set in comparison, not as much. This is, as we were trained in my Lego store anyway, this is a hard push set. Some sets sell themselves. Your Rivendells will sell themselves. Your Millennium Falcons will sell themselves. There's some other sets where it's like a let's bat this out to the right community. Listen, it's a big swing and a miss, in my opinion. As an ex-Lego store employee, I feel like I have more leverage to speak upon from seeing the behind the scenes of being an employee in a store trying to sell you, the customer, a product versus to being a Lego fan. I think I can play the biased, unbiased. I can be a balanced scale, a balanced adjudicator in this situation. This is not good value for money. Now let's be realistic. If this was $259, I'd say we get a bit more wiggle room. I definitely say you'd get far more day one purchases. Definitely. It's just a little bit lackluster for me. It's just missing that little bit of oomph, in my opinion. Now I'm gonna blag myself there a little bit there. If you can see me name and all that stuff, I'm not really asked, but it's a bit. It's just a bit. It's just a bit. It's just a bit meh. It's just a bit meh for me. I'm not too keen on it. Now, don't get me wrong. For a decent discount, I'll snatch it up. 1,000,000%. Here in the UK, we've got Smith's Toy Superstore. Over in the US, you guys have got your Walmarts and your Targets and your Costco's. Snatch it up there. Don't spend your money day one. Please don't spend your money day one if you don't want to. And if you're on the fence, don't go for it. Save your pennies. September, what we're getting in September, we're going to get here's a little D&D party. Trying to play D&D around it. Like, the whole thing's like, you can play a real game of D&D with this. It can be your miniature. Please. If you look what Matt Mercer makes versus this. No. No, Critical Role's on another level. Don't try and be Critical Role. You're never going to be Critical Role. This is a load of faff. This is compared to Matt Mercer's handcrafted miniatures, and many of you talented D&D players, you will know yourselves if you are dungeon masters, if you are DMs, and you create your miniatures yourself by hand. You understand how painstakingly time-consuming that is, but how rewarding it is for your party to actually witness it and see it on display and bring to life. This is a Lego set. This is an overpriced Lego set. But there's a few things that gravitates me towards it. One is the fact of, yes, if I can get it for a low cost, like if I can get it on a discount at another retail store, I will 100% snatch it up. I'm a big medieval nerd. That dragon looks amazing, in my opinion. I'm really happy with that dragon. I love that little gelatinous cube. I do like the collection of minifigures, as even though as dried out as it is, I do quite like them. I think it will look great on display. I think it will look great to be able to display the castle and the wall together, the forest and the tavern together, and the dragon just looking awesome next to Baron Durr, is my opinion. But at the moment, May the 4th is coming around the corner. I'm saving up my money for May the 4th. I'm saving up my VIP points towards my Baron Durr purchase. I'll be getting that day one. All of this stuff is a swing and a miss for me. I'll pick it up in September when we have our blind bag minifigure series. We've got a blind bag wave coming, which I'm sure we'll get leaks of at some point. We'll get they're coming in September. They're going to be in the little packaging, the cardboard boxes. Again, my store didn't allow us to scan the barcodes and pre-sort the minifigures, so you could come in and go, I want a Dragon Knight, or I want a Barbarian, or I want a Mushroom Kid, or I want the Goat Guy. My store didn't do that. However, a local toy store that is selling them exactly like £1.50 cheaper or $1.50 cheaper, they pre-sorted them all. So you could go in and go, I want a goat, and I want this, and I want that, and I want that, and they pre-sorted them for you. We, as the official Lego branded store of my area, wasn't allowed to do that, and that really pissed me off because customers were there wasting their own time doing it. And I get some people like the find and the hunt. I guess like people used to like feeling the packets, but some people are just like, they're the customer. You've got shit to do. You're busy. You don't get paid a crap salary to stand there and fiddle with Lego and have to try and sell people Lego. You just want to come in and get what you want to get and go. Like, I get it. I understand you're a busy person. We should have been able to pre-sort the minifigures. There's going to be a D&D wave of minifigures coming out in September. I'll wait until they come out. I'll get a full set of them. And then if I really want that little extra taste of D&D in my life, I'll go and grab this set. Probably in the winter sales or even in the early New Year sales. And I will get it. It will be a part of my collection one day. Will it be there day one? Absolutely. 100% no. The Mimic chest was the reason gift with purchase is why I wanted it. The Mimic gift with purchase. But even that, to be fair, even the Mimic set, to be fair, the little gift with purchase, it looks tacky, it looks cheap, it doesn't look very good quality. There's a Mimic minifigure scaled Mimic chest hiding in the set anyway, so I'd rather just wait and pick that up, like when I get the set eventually. I think there's a lot more room that I can obviously fill out my blind bag minifigure series D&D characters into this contraption. That's quite cool. I do like the characters. I get what they've gone for. I understand that the head molds are new and some of the armor and the face prints are all new and they're reversible, so you can get a male and female protagonist for your D&D party. I like all that. I think all that's great. But at the end of the day, yeah, it just didn't wow. Like, they really hyped this up for a long time, and it just didn't execute that whoa. Like, I thought it'd be like a $250 set. I would have grabbed it maybe day one if it was $250. But $359 or whatever, what does it come to? 300 and something, $360. It's a bit steep. It's a bit steep. I'm not gonna lie. You were cheeky. I think, Lego. You were a bit cheeky. But I promise you something very cool at the end of the video. So let me describe to you what that is. Look at the back of the box. Little turret here, little flag, dragon, characters all around the box. Now we've been told that we're going to get 6 minifigures. And when we look at this shot in the tavern, if we can get a zoomed up shot of the tavern. I hate Lego's website. It's so boring how it's made. It doesn't work well. So here are all of the minifigures. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you've got 6 D&D minifigures. However, there's a bit of a lie there, because we know we're getting a skeleton. And a skeleton is technically a minifigure. So there's now 7 minifigures instead of 6. There's also going to be a few different skeletons. Like there's going to be another skeleton hiding around. So there's going to be like 2 or 3 skeletons hiding around. So that's going to be like 6, 7, and 8. So there's going to technically be 8 minifigures. But then again, who's this? Like, if we could just control screen print there. If we can just screen print, and I'm scanning, and I can't see him anywhere else. He's there. He's up there. He's at the top of the tower. But on the back of the box, nowhere to be found. In the close-up shots, nowhere to be found. And then there's another shot of him here. Red arm, grey hand, black hood, black cape, staff with a green gem on it. Now, either, ladies, I've closed everything down for a second, but either that's going to be a little boring skeleton face, but I hope not. Now, that might be a hidden detail in this Lego set that could be quite appealing. A little tease of a little character. And if I can print this image out the way I want it, and I can use the power of Photoshop to enhance this image, I can do what they do in those, like, cool, if you bear with me with this black screen a second, they can do one of those, like, what is it, CSI? Where's my Photoshop? That's not it. That one. Here we go. Boom. There he is. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Who is... Where's my Photoshop gone? There it is. Who's he? Who is... Who this be? You get me? Let me get my green paintbrush. Who this? Who this? Who is this man? Who is this? Who is this person? Why are they hiding? On the box art. Why are they hiding? Who this? It's got red arm, grey hand, staff, hood, cape. Never see the face. And if you think I'm crazy, I promise you I'm not. Because if we go back to the Lego website for a second, this is why I need... No, I don't want that. No, what have I done? I've broken it. I've really broken it. Okay, we're stuck on Photoshop for now. But back on the Lego website, I'm describing to you what I can see, but you can't. He's up at the top of the tower. In the next graph. In the next photograph, he's up at the top of the tower. Like, chilling. Chilling like a villain. Up at the top of the tower. I'll bring him into Photoshop for your faces. Just so you guys can get a better look at him. I'm gonna... Go forward. Who is this man? That's one image. This is the second image. The detective agency has caught the suspect red-handed. Zoom in. Enhance. Here he is again. Who be? Where's my paintbrush? Who be this man? Who is this? Who is he? Is he like a rare minifigure? Is he going to be like Mr. Gold of D&D? Is this what we've now come to as a society? Maybe he is the one. Maybe he's Sauron. Maybe this is a collaboration set with Lord of the Rings, and that is Sauron in disguise. I don't know. I'm just joking. But at the end of the day, I want to know who this minifigure is, and I'm sure it'll be spoiled within like 5 seconds when an early content creator uploads their review of the set and they're allowed to talk about it. This minifigure will get leaked online, and it'll be like a big push to go and pick him up. But I'm going to play the long game with this one. I'm going to snipe it at the end of the year. I'm going to wait for the D&D boxes to get released in September. I'm going to get one of each, and then once I've got them all, I'll think about it again. And if I really want the D&D set, I'll go to my local cheapest distributor, which probably, let's be serious, will be somewhere like Smith's in the UK. Smith's Toy Superstore. Massive shout to those guys. I'm not even sponsored by them, but I should be, because I can't stop singing their praises. For Lego especially, they're the best so far, hands down. But it's just my opinion. Hey, it's just my opinion. It's just my humble opinion, guy. It is what it is. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to maybe one day getting this set. I've got so much Lego stuff to cover in the future. And like I said at the start of this video, if you guys are interested, I mean, as you can see, Rivendell's behind me. I am an ex-employee of Lego. I have a whole channel dedicated... Well, I'm slowly building a whole channel dedicated to just Lego. It's called Origins Bricks. Origins with a Z. And then Bricks, spelt normally. But I'll link it in the description. You guys can go check it out if you so want to. It really mean a lot to me. There's a little Lego... there it is. Wait. Oh, there you go. Little Lego subscribe button there in the background. So if you could ding the notification bell, subscribe to here and onto the Origins Bricks channel if you just want to cover the Lego stuff, because I know we do gaming here and bad haircuts apparently. But if you want to go and follow me over there, we're going to get into the tea about why I left Lego and stuff like that, and why I'm still a fan of it, but I just wouldn't work for them ever again if they paid me millions of pounds. I would never work retail there. I would be part of the marketing team. I'd be part of the press. I'd be part of like one of the content creators if I was ever big enough to do that. But definitely wouldn't work for a retail Lego store ever again, because just how negative the atmosphere was, and etc, etc. But let me know what your thoughts down below. Who's this man? Who's this character? Let me know what your thoughts are. Tell me your theories. I'll speculate. Get as silly as you want to. I love it. This is the D&D controversial set, and I'm glad we covered it. Like, comment, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, bye.